done stacking silver. Really? Now that I'm back from my hiatus, I want to talk about what the goal has become. I've recently been watching a whole lot of 2 is 1. For those of you who don't know him, he's a really big gold stacker in the community. I've seen that he has some silver too, but for the most part he does gold. I joined his Discord a few months back, and I've been fortunate enough to learn a lot. One, silver will always have a place in a stack. It's just the cheapest buy-in to precious metals, as well as still a safe haven asset. So I understand that. Which is why early on in my stacking journey, I was stacking very heavily on American Eagles, as you can see here. And even though I sold a decent amount of my stack to help pay for a home, I still have over 100 ounces of American Eagles. Now, early in my stacking journey, people had something to say about that. You're spending way too much on premiums. You need to start doing more generic rounds, things like that. But in my experience of selling precious metals, I found that American Eagles were, one, easy to sell, even though I was paying a higher premium to get them. So, American Eagles will always be a part of my silver stack. I have over 100. Maybe I'll sell them one day if the time comes, but they're still the portion of my stack that I would like to hold on to for as long as I can. But I was also buying like highly more numismatic stuff, things like the Lunar Series coins. What you see here is a half-ounce Year of the Dog. I was buying a whole lot of like Canadian numismatics, like the Silver Wolf, and I ended up going a little overboard with most of them because I bought so many, and mainly because they were cheaper than Silver Eagles, but I thought they were cool. They were still nice to look at. So what you see is a bunch of coins that I don't get any of the premium back for when I try to sell them. And so that kind of brings me to where I am now. So when I think about what 2 is 1 said in his last video, what's your strategy? He broke down his. Well, initially I didn't have a gold buying strategy. I was just buying gold. And to be clear, there's nothing wrong with stacking gold. I mean, right, gold is gold, but I paid over $600 for this line of England, and every coin shop was offering me basically spot somewhere around $470 for it, and no stacker in the community wanted to pay over $5. So it just didn't make sense. On the other side, though, this American Eagle, I'm sure I could get probably whatever I would ask for it, so long as it was fair. But I wouldn't sell it because it's the 1986 Roman numeral. It's kind of hard to find. So then the issue becomes is, what am I stacking? And in case of an emergency, what would I even be willing to sell? Because again, my first major gold purchase was a St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which was really more of a bucket list coin. And then I went a little overboard with this because it's a bucket list coin, but I bought 2 of them, and so I've recently offloaded one to put toward a different purchase. And then I kept the one that looked nicer, and this obviously is a beautiful condition coin. But still, I don't consider this a stacking coin. I consider this more of a collectible. It's a coin that you always want in your stack because you just like it, and this isn't one that I would probably sell. This is one that I would try to hand down to my daughter. So what do I want to stack? Well, then I was able to come into a perfectly graded MS-70 Gold Eagle on a lost lead from a company somewhere that I don't even remember, right? And this is another coin I probably wouldn't sell. I would probably hand it down because it's graded and in this slab. Now, not because I don't think I would have a problem selling it. It's More so, this is a little bit higher value of a coin, and I'd love to pass this down to my daughter. And I think that that's kind of what most stacks kind of start to take on in terms of what they resemble. You stack coins that you know in case of emergency you would offload to fulfill whatever you needed to fulfill, or the coins that you treasure so much that you want to hand down. And I don't necessarily treasure this coin, but because I know it's a little bit higher of a value and it's probably going to continue to go up, I'd love to just leave this for my daughter, or if I have more kids, for them. So it's not something that I myself would sell in my lifetime. Now, obviously, there's exceptions to every rule. Maybe I'd sell it. Maybe if an opportunity came where I could get 2 coins for the price of 1, then I would trade it or something like that. But now it kind of brings me to what my real goal is. So this is the American Gold Buffalo, and I think that this is the coin that I'm looking for the most. Obviously, I'm still looking for any gold that's American, that's liquid, and I could sell easily. But the Gold Buffalo and the Gold Eagle, frankly, are the 2 coins that I'm really going to focus on this year. And what I mean by that is, if I can't get a Gold Buffalo, then I'll probably get a Gold Eagle when I've saved up the funds it takes to get one or the other. So to kind of sum us up, the Gold Buffalo and the Gold Eagle are going to be my focuses this year, preferably not in slabs, just for weight and if I could get them at a good price. And the things that I'm completely staying away from are going to be the foreign bullion and anything that's highly numismatic. I'm just not all that interested anymore. So give me your thoughts down below. Let me know what your plan is, and 2 is 1. I hope this answered your question. Before I go, all of those collectible numismatic coins I had shown earlier, they're for sale. So drop a comment, email me, leave a like, and subscribe. Rookie Stacker out.